thank you for having us. We're doing this podcast to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. My name is Joel, and I am here with these lovely people. I work here at Benchmark. I'm one of the Open Gym mentors.
My name is Mila, and I'm an SOP at Benchmark.
Hi, my name is Jalen, and I'm an SBSB mentor.
My name is Noah Centeno. I'm an Open Gym mentor and an SBSB mentor. So let's dive into it. Y'all ready?
Time.
Let's do it. First question. Favorite Latino meal?
Ooh.
So y'all could, whoever wants to answer it first.
Go ahead, Camila.
I'll say that my favorite Latino meal is white rice with beans and some pork.
The go-to.
Yeah.
I would say yellow rice with pork as well. It's probably my favorite.
Go ahead, Joel.
I'd say yellow rice, gandules though,
Okay.
and then fried chicken. Like not the battered one, the one that you sort of sear on the pan and it's like kind of crispy and dark. It's good. It's a good time.
I'm going to say, is it a Spanish? No, it's a Spanish meal. Rice and corned beef. I'm going to go there.
Corned beef.
Corned beef.
Yeah, corned beef is a Puerto Rican thing.
Oh, okay. That's a Puerto Rican thing. I didn't know that.
Corned beef, French fries, white rice, avocado slices, or bacalao salad. That's fire too.
It's good.
You can also put some corn in the corned beef.
Oh yeah, corn. Yes, that's what I missed.
But
Okay.
I hate
Do
it.
we like our yellow rice with corn?
Uh,
Because I'm not the biggest
No.
fan.
No.
no.
I've never been the biggest fan of yellow rice and corn.
No. And my mom makes it, and I'm just like,
All right, I'm glad we're all on
Gives
the
it a
same
little
page.
crunch.
Yeah, I'm glad we're all on the same page then. And sometimes it gets a little watery depending on the corn.
They just dump
But,
the
like-
whole can.
They just put all the liquid in there.
What you gonna say?
but my mom, she cooks it well. It's just that I hate corn. Because my mom used to, no, this person that we used to know, she used to make that type of rice all the time. And I would just have to be like, and I'm like, I hate corn, you know?
You didn't tell your mom?
My mom knows I hate corn.
Oh,
But she just cooks it because everybody else in the house eats it.
That's pretty much that. That is so true.
that
Like growing up, I remember I used to eat. I've never been the biggest fan of like olives, and my family loves olives. Like
In the rice.
loves in the rice, and it's so gross. And so sometimes they'd make like rice and they put olives in there, and I had two options. It was either I ate or I didn't eat.
Well, you just pick it out.
Nah, I mean, I guess you could have, but like,
But, like, you don't enjoy the meal if you're just picking stuff out that you don't like all the time.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like in a lot of like Spanish or Hispanic households, like you don't get another option. You either eat the food or you don't. It's not like, oh yeah, let's make something separate for you. It's like, no, you don't get that luxury.
Yeah.
Well, my mom, now that she knows that I don't eat, like, certain stuff, she just tells me to eat something else. Or, like, she'll make me something else.
And that's when you DoorDash McDonald's.
Yep. That's when I do that McDonald's.
McDonald's, bro.
Over the rice.
Over the rice
With
with corn.
The corn. Yo, just eat the pork. When you say pork, you're talking about chuletas, right?
Yeah.
Pork chops.
Chuletas are good.
Chuletas.
I'm kind of tired of pernil. We have it every year at every family function.
Well, that's literally the point.
No.
It is.
No.
In Christmas, we eat pernil. Thanksgiving, we eat pernil.
I know.
Why?
Eat turkey.
No,
something
we
else.
eat pernil.
We just love pigs so much.
Yes.
We do, but there's a different part of the pig. What happened to the bacon? What happened to just eating bacon?
Ew.
That's more
Chuletas.
fatty.
It is, but pernil every major event.
And it gotta be cooked right too.
It has to be
does.
juicy.
It's in the middle for me.
I don't know. I'm not.
No,
the
I
biggest
just,
fan.
like, when you eat it, you're like, mmm. It's not like when you eat it, you're like,
Have you ever ate like a pig roast, like out?
Yeah, like it's just been
It's
it's
been
been turning
turning
yeah.
all day. Have you ate
Yeah.
that?
I've seen those, but I've
never had
I
it?
don't think I've ate from one.
The only thing that sucks about it is it's not seasoned.
No, you just gotta sit there
Yeah.
for hours on end.
For real?
On fire, yeah.
It's not seasoned. No.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, next question, Jalen. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay. What was it like growing up Hispanic?
Oh, you want me to go first? Strict parents. Growing up Hispanic. Strict parents. Groceries was full of junk. Loud music. You know, if it's Sunday and your mom's about to clean the crib, you hear the music playing already, 11 a.m. and it's just bumping. And you're like, bro, what's happening? It's cleaning day. That's what's happening.
I got crust in my eyes.
It's cleaning day. And then, instruments, it's just, oh, man. And we just collect things. We're low-key hoarders. Like, low-key sometimes,
Yeah.
some of us. And, like, my dad has a juice box, and he's 67, all right? He has a juice box from a boxer when he was a teenager, and he hasn't opened it yet, and he just kept it as a collector's item. He's a nut, but I love him for it. So it's just hilarious. And being strict, parents are super strict. That's just how I grew up, and everything was just like squeezed down to the very last drop, as in like, yo, you got a bottle of ketchup? No, not bottle of ketchup. If you got some dish soap and it's sitting there and it's like, yo, there's not enough. No, there's enough. You're gonna put some water in there, and if you got to wash your hands, you're gonna see a lot of broken pieces of soap on the little dish that holds the soap. So you're gonna use that to wash your hands. It just gets down to that. And we always have pets. We got birds. We love birds. And you know what we gonna feed those birds? Rice.
You do.
We gonna give them coffee.
You do give them coffee.
Yo, for no reason.
And they curse. For some reason, the birds are always cursing. That's the only words. They only know curse words.
That's it. But yo, they know what rice tastes like. They know what coffee tastes like. Like, it's just crazy. Cause I always had birds. I never had no other pet. No dog. My dad just got a dog, but I had birds only.
That's
Cause they're super cheap, and they live long.
Yeah, they do.
And they don't need to be taken for a walk. They just be in the cage. You can let them out. They do whatever. But yeah, that's me growing up. What about you, Mila?
Well, I grew up with my grandparents, and I was always in the campo, picking out coffee, and then I was always like the family gatherings were in the campo, and then we had this like little place that we could go and do like birthdays and family parties, and it was great. That's one side of the family, and then the other side of the family was always fighting, cause siblings, and then we would just like go with the flow. But I grew up in like I don't know, I was a free soul when I was growing up. My mom was strict, but she only got strict when we came over here. But when I was in Puerto Rico, I would literally be outside barefoot, running around the streets and playing with my friends. And yeah.
And now you're not barefoot.
No, I'm not barefoot.
No.
I'm tired of the barefoot.
Go ahead.
Me next. Okay. I definitely agree with you. It's strict. And it's like, it doesn't matter if you're 18. Like, a lot of people are like, once I'm 18, I have freedom. No. I'm 18. I still have to tell my mom where I'm going. I have to be like, hey, Mom, can I go here? Or, like, my heart sinks when she calls me and I miss her phone call because I'm already knowing it's going to be a conversation like, well, what were you doing? Where you're at? And, like, she'll text me, too, where are you? And she has my location.
Yeah.
So, like, I have to respond back really fast. It was definitely strict. In my house, Sundays, everybody's cleaning. If the house is not clean, you're not going nowhere. Or if she takes you out on the weekends, it's like, okay, I already took you out for the weekend. We're not doing nothing else. Now it's time for me to have my time. So, I think that's how it was.
My mom, instead of waking me up to clean, she just starts screaming, yelling at everybody. In this house, nobody appreciates me.
Yeah.
Every single time I have to clean this house.
Definitely strict. And the thing that I hated the most growing up is that, like, well, we used to clean on Saturdays because we used to go to church on Sundays. So, like, God is a big important thing for
Saturday.
Hispanics. Like,
Yeah.
On Sundays, you're either cleaning or you're going to church, or you do both. You go to church and then you come back home and clean, or vice versa, depending on the time. But we used to clean on Saturdays. And one of the things that I hated the most is that if my mom got mad, either me or at my sister or at my dad, it was clipped for everyone. It's just, if she's mad at someone, hide. Hide, because everyone else is going to get fire. Everyone else is going to get rained on.
Everyone's going to get the stripes.
Yeah, so like cleaning on Saturdays was not fun. And then also for me, my mom used to clean every day. Every day. Like, I did not know until like later on in life that most people clean like their bathrooms like maybe twice, 3 times a week. My mom cleaned the bathroom every single day of the week. Deep cleaned the bathroom every single day of the week. It was bad. Like, she used to get sick from like all the Clorox that she used to use all the time. So cleaning is a big important part. Similar to what Noel said, hoarding. I remember one time my dad, to this day, my dad works like nighttime, so he usually gets home midnight. In New York City, the New York City subway, I wake up one time getting ready to go to school, and then there's just this massive wooden chair in our house that my dad had bought the night before coming from work. And I remember I was like, how did we get this here? And my dad was like, oh yeah, I brought it from work, that they just gave it to me. And I was like, did you take a taxi, or like did you Uber from work? No, I took it in the train. What do you mean you took it in the train? It was a heavy wooden chair. And I was just like, these just things. Always had phones at the house, like just bringing random phones. None of us needed phones. It's not like it was a working phone either. They never turn on. It's just the fact that he had it, he brought it. It's like for the potential that this one day might work. Or for some reason it's like
the battery
might turn on, or my favorite line. Your cousins might need it in the Dominican Republic. It's like, dude, I don't think they need this. I really don't think that they need this. It's crazy. That was always his excuse. And then probably like ironically the thing with the soap and stuff and like saving the last bit, it is that like one of the cool things about like growing up Hispanic is that you learn how to be savvy. Mm-hmm. I think like you realize that you don't grow up with much, so it's like we're not gonna waste anything. All the food is being used in every which way. Like if you have chicken that's left over, you can take a major guess that you're coming home to soup at some point, because it's like you gotta save everything, because a lot of times you don't have.
Or you're gonna eat it the next day.
Yep, like a lot of times you grew up with not much, like one because your parents either migrated here from wherever you're from, or like we were never taught like financial literacy. Mm-hmm. So like we didn't make the best decisions with our money, or we just didn't make a lot of money. So like that bit of soap looked like at the time, like, what are we doing? But to mom and dad, it's like, yo, we're gonna use that until there's nothing else.
Dollar Tree was my best friend.
Yeah, because it's like we're gonna make sure that this goes to use till it's 100% like potential. So yeah.
That's a good question.
I was.
Sheesh.
Who is the most Latino member in your family, and what makes them special?
I'll go first. I'm gonna say my grandpa. He's just crazy. When I mean crazy, he loves the music. He'll jam to it all day long, and he just Puerto Rico out, everything. He got pictures when he was on the island. He got pictures with his family here now. Man, he's still on that type time with the save every last bit. Like still, like we're okay now. Like we don't have to go back to that. like we're good. Still on that type time. He always, I don't know, he's just very, like he's a hardworking person. And I feel like when it comes to Spanish culture, like we just work with our hands and what we have, and we'll figure it out ourselves. Like there was no YouTube back then. Like you don't even know how to use YouTube. You don't even know how to use the internet or a phone, like a smartphone. So he's still like in the roots of back in the day, and then he's not even trying to learn, which is crazy, which is fun, because I think a lot of older Hispanics, they're just a little hard headed because they don't want to learn. They're like, hey, this is what I know and this is what I grew up on, so this is it. And my dad's just like that, but I love him for it. He's just himself, and no one else is like. But there's other Hispanics that I see outside that I'm like, yo, they're mad guala. Like, yo, they out here just, repping hard, and they're just driving, and everything's like Puerto Rico out, Puerto Rico short, Puerto Rico hat, Puerto Rico wristbands, everything. I'm like, dude, yo, we're like in Lancaster. Chill out. And it's crazy because a lot of the people who are from Puerto Rico, DR, Cuba, they still go to Spanish culture grocery stores. They won't even go to Walmart or anything. They'll go to C-Town. They go to Bravo. They go to Save-A-Lot because they know those people that work there speak Spanish and they feel comfortable. Yeah. And that's like the way. Because if they go to Walmart or Giant, they're like, nah, this ain't it. Or the Goya section's only one aisle. I need the whole store to be Goya, But yeah, I'm going to say my dad. That's the most Latino person I know.
Yeah, I'd probably say my dad as well. Like, I mean, I went home for the first time in 3 months, like, over the weekend. And, like, I walk in the house, and my dad is just sitting there watching, like, old 80s, like, music videos. So I'm like, when he used to wear, like, they had, like, 3 buttons unbuttoned in their shirts, and it was an orchestra of, like, 30 people, and they all have different instruments.
What day was it?
Friday, when I got there Friday morning. It was, like, 10 a.m., too. It wasn't unprompted, just unprompted. I remember, like, anytime I would come home, it's been a thing for the past few months. So, like, my dad always used to watch movies. No, that's not a thing anymore. It's just straight salsa videos from 1970s. They got the big old lights from, like, in the background, and you don't know what's going on. You look at someone, and they're doing something different. Every time you look at someone new, they got a different instrument. They're in their own world. And he's just sitting there. My mom is, like, on the phone with my sister. And so that's one. Or he'll just spend the whole day watching news about Hispanic countries. Brother, you've never been to Venezuela. It's fun to learn about the news. It's great. I mean, it's good to learn. You've never been. Like, you can ask him about, what's going on in the States? What's going on in Colombia? Bop, 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 and this, and this, and that. He's like extremely Hispanic. And I think it's because growing up for him growing up in the Dominican Republic, it's just, he spent all of his years there. He moved to the U.S. when he was, 42, 43 years old. So it's like, it's hard to tell someone who moves to the States when they're 40-something to be like, you got to adopt to this. It's like, nah, that's not. That's not what I'm going to do. Loves the music. For some reason, all Hispanic dads have a hat of their country. His is as loud as it gets because the Dominican flag is very loud. It's blue, white, and red. And it has a massive Bible just sitting in the front. And it's hilarious. I love him to death. He's, like Noel said, there's like that sort of big part of him that's all very Hispanic. And then there's the subtleties, like hardworking man, very savvy. Doesn't like his time being wasted. Because, we're not on that time, and I don't got time to be wasted. Extremely, strict when it comes to certain things. But also gives really good advice. And that's how they be. That's how Hispanic dads are.
I'll say that the most Latino in my family is my uncle. Because, since we moved over here, my brother has been not forgetting, but he's been literally colonized.
Yeah. And
he's forgetting Puerto Rican culture, he's forgetting Spanish. So my uncle just tries to not as a joke, but not as a joke, to implement that knowledge again in my brother, because we only been here 5 years, and it's not like you're gonna forget Spanish completely and where you came from. So my uncle is he teaches literature, I think, or Spanish, Hispanic, or something about literature, and he talks about Puerto Puerto Rico a lot, and I feel like he's like very patriot. That's
Patriotic.
Yeah, that. And yeah, like he's very proud of being Puerto Rican, and he like wants people to know like what's going on in Puerto Rico, and like he wants people to know Puerto Rico and like the culture and everything. So he's like very like information spreading about Puerto Rico. So yeah.
Good.
I think for me, I would say that it was my grandfather. He passed away, but I think like he wasn't into the social media. He was never into phones. And like as far as the wasting, like I remember my grandma used to go to the fridge and there would be like moldy strawberries or like moldy cheese, and she would throw it in the trash. And the way he would flip out so crazy and get up off his rocking chair, grab it out the trash, and he's the type to like take the knife, cut the mold off, and be like, these are still good. And he would just start eating it like right out the trash. So I would say definitely him. He was definitely an early bird, always drinking the black coffee in the morning. And then he would always go fishing too. I don't know what rivers he was going fishing in, because the rivers around here are dirty. But like I remember him just coming back with like buckets, and he was like, okay, I gotta skin this fish now. And then he would just, right in the sink, right in the kitchen. So I would say him.
Oh, man. All right. Let me see. So you guys are all Puerto Rican. I'm guessing you guys have all been to Puerto Rico, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the question is, tell us your best memory about visiting your home country.
Well, I visit mine for the first time 2021. Terrible time, by the way, because it was like COVID. We had to get tested, and if you didn't get tested at the airport, they will charge you $100 to get tested. But we got tested, so we did it our first time together. So
nice.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like I love Puerto Rico. I wouldn't live there though. That's just me. I think there's more opportunity over here just to grow. Over there, there's like you got the island, beautiful. You got mountains, beautiful. You got the culture, you got the food. Everyone is like working together, and you're gonna see Puerto Rico flags everywhere. Like it's ridiculous. I'm like, yo, I know we're Puerto Rico, but wow, like it's everywhere. I know people have United States flags here, but no, we have it everywhere. And I was like, okay, this is cool. Walmart is crazy. We got Annie Ann's. They got like churros, random, don't know why, and they sell liquor on a regular aisle. Crazy. I didn't even know they sell liquor at Walmart. That's crazy to me. And I'm like, bro, and you got to press the assist button for them to get the liquor. So I thought that was crazy. It's no different from over here. It's a little bit like if you go to KFC or Burger King, they got a different menu. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Chicken.
They just got different stuff. The water's beautiful. The scenery's beautiful. I'm trying to think what else I enjoyed over there. The weather is always fire, but there's also crazy rain. Like it rained one time we were over there for a week. It was raining hard, and that's normal. They're just walking with no umbrella. It's like pouring hard. Like shh. I'm over here like, yo, we gotta get in a car. Oh my gosh, we're about to get soaked.
They're not even getting wet.
Nah, bro. And Puerto Rico, bro, is mad hot. Yo, they're over here wearing jeans, hoodies. I was like, bro, y'all tripping. I'm over here in a white beater and shorts, and they over here with a hoodie, pants, and everything's fresh because we grow everything. Yeah. Mangoes, coconuts, everything's just from the tree. People walking with a shopping cart selling mangoes. We can't get that out here. We go to a farmer's market, that's cool. But when it comes to tropical fruit and that's fresh, it's right there, that I'm like, yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
Well, visiting my home country is great because I get to see my grandparents and spend time with my family, and we go to the river. And we go to the beach, and we literally hang out. It's always a fun time because when we visit, we go to the campo, and like we see a lot of animals and like bugs and everything. Instead of being scared, we're just like, oh, look, there's a bug. Or like butterflies. Also, a lot of spiders. Lots of spiders. Hate spiders. I don't hate spiders, but the big ones, I hate them.
I ain't never seen what do you mean a big one?
Like daddy long legs?
Big one.
What do you mean like that?
Yeah.
I didn't see it when I was over there, and I hope I don't.
Also, there's like, in my grandma's house,
oh my God,
there's like this, like they have skinny legs.
Those are daddy long legs.
Oh nah, in
Those
the
are
crib.
those are daddy long legs.
Like skinny legs and a big body.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Daddy long legs.
and they look so disgusting to me, and it's scary. Anyways, yeah, it's great. It's a great time.
What?
Me next. Okay. I think honestly my favorite part is the fresh food in the mornings at the bakeries. Like a fresh
De
empanadilla in the
Paso.
morning with like a good apple juice. We went to the bakery every single morning and the days are so long over there. Like we used to go to the beach, like have our breakfast and we're like, okay, it's definitely time for dinner. 12 o'clock. I'm sorry,
Hey.
what? Like I feel like the days go so slow and the water's so pretty too. Like after I seen that water, I don't want to touch Ocean City ever again because there's no way like that I can't see my toes in that water. I don't even want to get ankles deep. That's just dangerous.
Yeah.
That's insanity. Also, there's like random dogs everywhere, just
Yes.
roaming. Like
Oh, I forgot about the dog.
they always want your
Yeah.
food
And the
too. Like, I
cats.
felt so bad because the one was like hopping on 3 legs and he like had like his one up, and I was like, he definitely wants the rest of my pork chop and my rice. Like, so they're just everywhere, running on the side of the highway and everything. You know what?
Yeah.
One more thing, they don't pull over for the ambulance over there.
Oh, no.
But-
They don't get.
Damn.
They don't care.
Like everybody just stayed in traffic like nothing, and my mom's like trying to pull to the side, and like everybody just stayed there. We were like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Since I was born in the DR, in the Dominican Republic, my favorite thing growing up was like I was never at home. Never. For some reason I never had shoes on. I had shoes. They were just never on my feet. So there was always like every day that I came back home, I had to sit with either my dad or my mom or my aunt to remove pieces of glass from my feet.
That'll sound good.
Because I was always out, again, always had shoes. They were never on my feet. Or I went outside and I came back with no shoes on for some reason and I had to go find my shoes in the park. So, like, it's just the fact that I was always outside, never inside. We made up all types of dumb games. Like, we would get marbles and dig, like, a hole on the dirt and just flick each other with marbles. Like, you put your hand inside of the hole, and like the marble would just hit your hands until you got a bruise. What game is that? I don't know.
Marble knuckles.
We were just outside. You were never inside. You finished school at like 1 p.m. because you started off really early, and then the rest of the day was just if you didn't do after school activities, the rest of the days was you go to the park with your friends, you play baseball, or you're doing something dumb.
Something outside the house.
But after I moved here, that I went back 2 years ago, I didn't realize how small streets are in the Dominican Republic. Like the width, like you can like spread your legs and you reach one side to the other. I felt like the tallest man in the world. Going back, because when I left, I was only 9, so like streets felt massive. There is no 4 lanes.
No.
You may get a 3 lane. That means you've reached the rich part of the Dominican Republic, because it's either 2 lanes or most of the time 1 lane. And somewhere somehow they fit multiple cars in a 1 lane. Somewhere somehow they fit multiple cars in a 1 lane. So it was just like, it was going back and realizing how like smaller and like more intimate the streets are, because like you can sit on one side of the street and then like your friend sitting on the other side of the streets, and you can just have a regular normal conversation. Like you don't have to, you can just be outside. It really makes being outside a little more comfortable. Like the bigger the streets are, the more uncomfortable it gets. You just feel disconnected, obviously. And I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. There is no country that has better beaches than the Dominican Republic.
That's crazy.
No
Dude,
other
what?
country.
That is
What
just.
How
No
does-
other island in this world
That's just full shade.
has better beaches and rivers and just water in general than the Dominican Republic.
That's
That's
crazy.
not true.
That's not true.
Zoom in, Darren.
No,
Typical
zoom in over
Dominican.
here, it's
you
not
know?
true.
Zoom in is crazy. Anyway, whose question was that? Yours?
Yeah, that was mine.
Oh, wow, better. Who got the best beaches? I'm kidding.
Let's fight over that.
Okay. How do you stay connected to your roots in everyday life?
I'll say my mom that she's like always using Fabuloso all the time. She can't just go without using that.
Smells
Also,
good.
the food my mom makes, my language. So basically that's about it. And my uncle that he like talks to me. We talk about Puerto Rico a lot, and we are always planning when we're gonna go. Like when are we gonna go back? My uncle's planning on moving over there. So jealous. I want to move over there. Why do I have to stay here? What's the point of being here?
Because you're a kid.
Doesn't matter.
You can't make that decision yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's
For
weird.
me, is one, the food. But specifically, like Noah was talking about it earlier. Like, I found this Hispanic, like, supermarket around where I live.
Which one?
The one, it's on South Duke. Like,
Talking about the one across from the Chinese joint?
Yeah,
Okay.
right next to it. Like, you find your Goya section is a great time because you know that the food is, like, the ingredients are reliable. So, one, that. Two, probably the music. The music is a big part. Music for me is a big part of staying connected with my roots. Like, never grew up not listening to it at all because I just thought the music was just annoying. But now I listen to Juan Luis Guerra, Jose Reyes, Gillo Sarante, like all these people. All
I don't
these,
know who that is.
Yeah, all
Old
these
people
are,
music.
Oh.
yeah, it's just all these Dominican
old.
artists that just make really good music, that make sonically really good music and timeless music. And it's just a way of connecting. For me, obviously, like staying connected with like my Christian roots because it was a big part. When I went to the DR 2 years ago, like they just had massive signs with like Bible verses and like Jesus and like cross and all that stuff. And I was like, this is like, they really live this lifestyle out here. And it's just like doing that every so often. It's a good way of like just staying connected to your roots.
I would say I agree with music. I like listening to music all the time, and it has to be loud. Like, if it's not blasting my eardrums,
Yeah.
it's not loud enough. And also, too, staying busy. I feel like I always have to be doing something. I can't sit still and just, like, do nothing. And if there's nothing to do, I have to clean. I have to clean something. I have to keep myself busy.
Yeah, how I stay to my roots. Probably the food. You know, shout out to my girl. She always making Spanish food. That's on fire. You know, I crave it all the time. It's a hassle, though, low-key. It's a lot of work. When it comes to Spanish rice, it's mad work. Like, open gym, we had Spanish food. What was it? Tuesday? Monday?
Monday.
Yo, y'all were up there making 70 empanadillas and making 2 pots of rice that took, like, 3 hours.
But also, if you're making a whole bunch of food for a whole bunch of people, it's always obviously going to be harder.
Oh, I just thought it was just crazy. I'm like, yo, that's mad. Because when it comes to yellow rice, y'all put this so much into it. You know, white rice, you just put
Yeah.
that joint in a rice cooker. It's done. Yellow rice, you're just in there tossing it,
It's
turning
a
it.
song.
Yo, red 40. You know, but the food, the music, low key, I could kind of dance a little bit, kind of not. I try my hardest. I love the instruments. I wish I have some in my house. You know, I love the Spanish instruments. And then talking to my pops, you know, you always gotta have that one Spanish. Like, my dad's just mad Spanish, so when I talk to him, it's just his accent pulls out. His English is terrible. So I'm just talking to him on the phone. And it's crazy because, like, when we have a conversation, I know exactly what he says. Jojo be like, yo, what he say? I'll be like, he said this. Because I grew up with him, so I already know what he's trying to say in English. But his English is so broken. And that just reminds me of just Puerto Rico. I'm like, yo, he's just trying his hardest out here. So that just keeps me in my roots.
Okay. What is a true stereotype about being Hispanic?
That we all know Spanish.
Is it true or is it just a stereotype?
I guess just stereotypes in general, we could do that.
We're loud.
We're definitely loud.
We're definitely
Yeah.
loud.
Every day.
Like it's not just like Caribbean Hispanics, like Cubans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. It's also like South Americans. We're all loud. like, I think Spanish in general is just like a loud language. There is no way that you can say stuff in Spanish and like not yell it out. Even the names, Miguel, you gotta yell it out.
Jose.
You gotta yell it.
Yeah, I feel you on that. It's loud. My dad talks mad loud. Sounds like he's yelling. And my girl's like, yo, is he okay? Nah, he's just talking. Why? He sounds like he's yelling. He's mad. No, he's not mad. He's just talking. And
Perfect example is my titi. She's very loud, but it's crazy. She could be at my house 9 p.m. at night. Loud. She's just so loud. And then the difference is that my uncle, he's like normal. He's like quiet. Like he talks normal volume. And like he be making fun of my aunt all the time because she's always yelling. So it's like she could just say something normal, and then my uncle will be like, why are you yelling? And she's like, I'm not yelling, this is my voice. All the time. I'm just so tired of it, you know. It's all the time. Every time we're on a phone call,
you're loud.
it doesn't matter. It's not about me.
I know, but you're loud too.
All of us are.
Oh,
Yeah.
all of us are.
And when you get on the phone, it raises at least by 10 octaves. Like, I don't know why. You can be talking about nothing, and it's just like,
Thanks.
oh, okay. And it's like, oh,
Thanks.
chill.
We just get excited.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to talk. Like, I just want to yell. Judge will be like, yo, I'm right here. Tone it down. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to tell you this story. She's like, no one's around. You could talk to me normal. I want to yell. It's a great time. What's another stereotype? We don't own Honda Civics, not all of us. I have one. Yeah, I do. It's my first one. And will I get another one? Yes, I will. For sure. It's a great car. It's reliable. No, mine's not lowered. I don't have rims. I don't have a bass in the bag. No speakers. It's just regular Honda.
Yeah, we don't all bass boost our cars.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a thing. We don't all put our dishes in the oven. That's not a thing. I don't put mine in the oven.
We don't
That's
use
a
the
thing in our
dishwasher
house.
just to put just the storage.
Guilty.
Just storage, bro. Like, you wash dishes in? Nah. It's all my Tupperware, my cups, my mugs. I'm like, bro, what? That's my dad. We had a dishwasher for 14 years. Never washed one dish in there. That's where all my mugs and Tupperware is.
Dude, like, I think I can count my last year of college. I had roommates and we had a dishwasher. I think I can count the amount of times I used a dishwasher. In one hand. It was not much. They were like, do you know how to use a dishwasher? Nope. I've always done it. I've always done it by hands. And it just became a storage unit.
My mom just says that the dishwasher doesn't wash the dishes properly, so you have to watch it by you
Yep.
have to watch them by hand.
Yep.
Nah, actually, it saves you more water.
It does save you a lot more
So-
water. It does save you a
Because
lot of water.
we used to live in this house that we had a dishwasher, and like we would use it, but when we would take out the dishes to use them, they would be like all greasy and stuff. So my mom would be like, "You see, that's why I told you, don't put the dishes in the dishwasher because they're not cleaned properly." And yeah,
What other stereotypes we got?
I'm thinking.
I'm trying to think.
I think that we're angry, but I think it's just that we have like
that we have anger issues.
high-strung attitudes.
Nah, I just got passion. Like, I just
This
be
passion for
passionate
everything.
about things. Why does that matter? I don't know. I'm just passionate about it. Like,
I love arguing.
I just have a great time. I have a great time just arguing. It doesn't even got to be serious. It's just, if you put a topic at hand and I find out that you have an opposite like idea than I do, we're not leaving this room until we figure it out. We're not leaving this room until we figure out that I'm right and that you're wrong. Because that's how it goes. And I think that's how we all are.
Trying to speak Spanish. We don't know how to speak Spanish. I understand it. Just don't know how to speak it. Will I learn? Psh, we'll never find out because I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I'm already an adult, dude. Like,
It gets a little harder.
we got technology. I got Google Translate. What
You got
talking
El
about?
Google.
Yeah.
The thing is that people that like Puerto Ricans who don't know Spanish and like they learn, like they like want to be Puerto Ricans out there, and they be saying the bad words in the. I'm just saying it, like. I'm just like, excuse me, that's like it's offensive.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop.
Stop it. I don't know. I have one.
Go ahead.
Just say it.
This one's a little bit more serious. We can talk about like machismo in the Hispanic community and how that. What do we think that is, and like where does that come from? And if we do think that is an actual thing, what do we think?
Well, there's some Puerto Rican women that are just literally the men in their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could say that there's some Puerto Rican women that will like, they're like a little bit like, oh, it's okay, baby, like I'll do whatever you want, whatever. Now, there's some that are like, no, you do what I say. So it's like it obviously varies on like what the person grew up seeing and everything. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's all about that.
Yeah, like my dad always worked, and then my mom never worked, so it was like that. Like my dad was always the one doing stuff, and then my mom was like responsible for cooking and cleaning. So like there's two roles, but that's just how I see it. You know, that's how I grew up on. You know, my dad was like, I'm going to work, cool. My mom's like, all right, bet. I'm gonna stay at the house and I'm gonna clean, and then when you come home, there's gonna be food. It's breakfast, lunch, dinner. Everything's done. You know. But now, times have changed, and I think things could be more even. You know, it should be more even, or not. It depends how much you make. If you want to ball out and everyone wants to be at home and chill, that's fine too. Take care of the kids, that's great. But it's the level to that too. Like, if you have kids, someone has to stay home with the kids. Babysitters cost mad money. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go to work. You work part-time. Cool, that's fine too. But it depends. It really depends. Like, that's just how I grew up, and I think now it's changed a lot. So
it also is like, if like because some people think that it's like, wait, I don't know how to phrase it, but it's like has to be that way, that like the man goes to work, mm-hmm. and then the woman just stays home and does everything. But it's like, it also can be like that if like the woman, it's like in the place and she's like, oh yeah, like I want to do that.
Yeah.
But it's not like the man is gonna force the woman to do it, and it's like people think that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, come on, let's grow up.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2025.
I'm not gonna lie though, there's some men that go to work and the women cook, and the men don't even know how to cook.
Yeah.
My dad don't know how to cook. I love my dad. Terrible chef. Terrible. My mom does great. But without her, he'd be chalked. He'd be eating this sandwiches because he can make that. Or like breakfast.
Yeah.
I feel like the Hispanic men that I see around me is like all my mom's brothers. And they're the type to kind of pick the woman that like takes care of them. So like I've always grown up seeing like them try to pick the women that like will bow for them, will go to work, buy them everything they want. And me personally, I'm not doing that for a man. Like, I'll work and we can both work, but you're not gonna stay home and I'm only gonna be the one working. But I also think that comes from like Hispanic women value sons so high and they kind of coddle them. And I think honestly, like my grandma kind of like was like whatever for my uncles, but I feel like in like Hispanic heritage, it's like the parents are more strict on the girls. So because of that, I think sometimes the boys get like a little too big-headed.
Yeah, it's also because like grandparents grew up in like that kind of environment that the woman does everything and the man gets everything they want without doing anything. So also like her grandma, let's say, that she like basically show that to her sons mm-hmm. and her daughter. So now her, like, I'm sure your mom is like a very hard worker and everything, and now the brothers are like looking for like women and everything, and it's like, bro, you don't have a job, come on.
Yeah
I think obviously I personally think and kind of know that like machismo has been a big thing in the Hispanic community for like a very long time. But like Nola is saying, like there's also a change that you see from generation to generation. Because I remember my dad growing up. Ironically, my dad was far, and this is not to downplay my mom, but my dad was far more affectionate than my mom was. Like, you, to this day, I can open up my phone and there's a high likelihood that in our family group chat, there's an I love you from my dad right now. And like, he didn't grow up with that. But he knew that.
Like, he had to change it.
Yeah, because he liked that. And he didn't want that for his kids. There was a period of time when like, my dad lost his job. Who was working? My mom. Right? Did he get back on his feet? Did he give up? No. He eventually found a job again, and now is the provider for the family. But I think it is about, like, letting go of that ego. There's a massive ego with a lot of older men in Hispanic communities where you're like, yo, I gotta be that guy. That's why a lot of the times you see them walking around with, like, flashy chains and, like, still trying to wear, like, you're, like, 50, 60 something and you're still wearing, like, expensive Jordans. It's like you gotta show that you're that guy. But when you don't. You gotta be humble about life. At some point, your time comes in which you're like, it's about time to start slowing down. And I think that ego is what often influences that idea of like, yo, I really gotta be him. I really gotta be that guy. When what makes you that guy is providing for your family, being humble, and raising your kids the right way. Like, that's really what makes you that guy. And loving your wife, the woman that's next to you at all times. Not trying to lord over her, but being of equal partner to her. So.
Good answer. I like that.
I want to say something, and it's like, there's still some, like, boys, because they're boys, that still think that women are mandatory to, like, be doing kitchen stuff and cooking, and not, like, they can just go out, like, they have to run everything by them. Because I've heard some crazy things that some boys that I would, like, know, they would say some stupid stuff, and it's like, oh, like, why? Like, I'm sure your mom, like, you don't want to, like, make your mom, like, have your, like, your mom has a bad image on how she literally taught you things, and it's like, come on, let's grow up.
What does it mean to be Latino to you?
I think just not forgetting, like, how we grew up, honestly, because I think, like, moving and being around, like, I live in a iffy town, and it's not really diverse there, so I think that can kind of, like, make you forget where you came from. So I think it's honestly just important to me to, like, channel my inner Hispanic and just, remember.
What was the question again?
What does it mean to be Latino to you?
Honestly, everyone has different versions.
Yeah.
I think it's just being myself, like being who I am. I don't, because there's probably a lot of Latinos that don't like what I like. I like anime. I like lifting. I like hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? We might not like the same thing. Everyone's is different, but just appreciating the culture and obviously your family, because they came, and understanding what they've been through and making sure that stops. Like, just making sure, like, yo, right here is this where it ends. Like, single parent household with, like, mad kids, that ends. We're over here taking money, not working. We're over here acting like we're struggling, or we got, like, mental problems, so we over here get a check, that ends. Like, all that stuff ends. Not being there for your family when they're in need and they need help, that ends. Like, we need to change the whole thing. So I think just changing the direction of my family's past into a better route, that's, like, what it means to me. Like, that's just me. Yeah. I don't know if I worded that right.
I'll tell you that, like, it's obvious, like, I don't know. It's just great to be Latino, you know? Because there's a lot of people who want to be Latinos, and they're like, oh my God, like, I love your culture and everything. And it's like, you were lucky to be born with being, like, with the blood in you, you know? So it's like, it's great. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, I think the biggest thing about being Latino is just smiling through the pain, and it's not like you put on a fake persona. It's like you literally, like, you don't put your head down. You keep going. Like, our people have gone through a lot. Like Puerto Rico with the hurricane, Venezuela with the government, the Dominican Republic, and Mexico and many other countries just have, like, governments that are corrupt. The people don't know, like, if they're gonna have food the next day. And we're not talking countries with, like, little to no natural resources. We're talking, like, countries with major sources. Like Venezuela is a major export of petroleum for the rest of the world. People don't know that. That's a thing. Petroleum is black gold. It's a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. And to see our countries, like, go through so much, and then the people are still laughing. The people are still, like, playing music, cooking good food all the time. Like, struggle makes tough people. And that's why I think, going back to Jalen's point, we're like, sometimes I think we were angry. It's not. We're just tough. You're tough. You get up every morning and you work, and you smile through all the pain, because you're like, I gotta do this. I have no other option. Because if I don't, I'm not gonna have a better tomorrow.
Or, like, if you don't do it, who's gonna do it?
Who's gonna do it? Like, if I really want to, if I really want to make a change for me and for my family, I can't be sitting here contemplating and thinking about, like, all the stuff that's going wrong. I know that it is, but I can't give it the time of day, because if I give it the time of day, it's gonna mess me up, and I won't be able to make a better tomorrow for my family, like Noel was saying.
Nothing, man. I just want to say, like, it was a pleasure sitting here, listening to y'all stories and talk about this great topic that normally we don't get to talk about ever. And hopefully whoever's watching this, you guys enjoy it also.